Al Love UKIP Northern Ireland, spokesman in agriculture. I just want to ask a question about the common travel area. I've been told constantly that it will suddenly, out of the blue, become a border between the European Union, or our border will become a border between the European Union and the United Kingdom, a country outside the European Union. That's the situation now. There are 6 countries in the common travel area, 4 of which are not in the European Union. It works perfectly well. It's been like that since the inception, long before the European Union. Just wonder what your opinions are on that.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. Absolutely right that there isn't an issue, and if you look at Switzerland, who are surrounded by countries in the EU, there isn't a problem there. And I'm in the Northern Ireland Select Committee, and we've been taking evidence on this whole thing, and every single person who came in front of us, even when they were very keen to remain, would say that if business in Northern Ireland and business in the Republic of Ireland want to carry on working the way they've done, and if the government of the Republic of Ireland and the government of the United Kingdom and the Northern Ireland Assembly want things to carry on the way they've been and work together closely, nothing can make that not happen. So again, I think you're absolutely right. This is just something that, you know, we'll have to presumably look at certain things, but nothing that will actually change the day-to-day life of either businesses, trading, or people moving back and forth.
Vernon, I'm going to let you answer, and then
the other thing to say is, Kate will know, I don't know whether she's seen it yet, but the Northern Ireland office has recently submitted evidence to the Select Committee's inquiry into the European, and they've actually highlighted the possibilities of the uncertainty that will be created around the border, around what it means for travel, what it means for movement of people. And they have actually, in their evidence to the Northern Ireland Select Committee, in the consideration of what the impact of leaving the EU would be for the UK, have highlighted some of the problems that there may be around the border. So they've actually, the Northern Ireland office themselves, the civil servants there, have highlighted some of the difficulties that may arise as a consequence.
Yes, and the Minister, number 2, Ben Wallace, came and gave evidence the other week and was taken to task on a lot of what was in that, but a lot of what was in that, which was not actually definite. It was things that were being suggested that could or might not happen. The civil servants were doing their bidding from the Prime Minister, that they had to produce a document which would be making it as easy as possible to say how terrible it would be if we were to leave. And, you know, there was nothing in that particularly when the Chief Constable has made it quite clear that all the cooperation that goes on at the moment between Northern Ireland Police and the Republic of Ireland Police would carry on as normal.
How would the European arrest warrant work? How would the European arrest warrant work?
The European arrest warrant would work if we wanted to join, we could still join. It made it quite clear that if we wanted to be part of the European arrest warrant, we can still be part of the European arrest warrant. There are countries, and Europol, we can still be a member of Europol if we want to. There are lots of countries in Europol that are not members of the European Union. This idea that somehow the whole world is closed to us once we leave this tiny, shrinking 27 other countries. It's just nonsense.
But Kate, what you're saying is we can have all the advantages, all the pluses, but we don't have to be a member to have all of that.
I can tell
that's what you say. That's what you're saying.
I can tell you about Norway, that Norway, the reason Norway signed up to more things than they needed to was because the Norwegian leadership wanted to join, and 3 referendums, time after time, by something like 85%, the people of Norway voted not to join. But that doesn't stop the government signing up to things. We will not be looking for a Norwegian solution, a Swiss solution. We will be looking for a British solution that being the fifth strongest economy, we can make our own trade deals. We don't.
Anyway, Vernon, I'm going to move on. I'm keen to get some additional questions into.
Very quickly on
the
common travel area is absolutely fundamental to our 2 countries. It goes right back to the 1920s. It's been held together through some very rocky periods in our mutual relationship. There are 13 million journeys each way across the Irish Sea each year. It is absolutely fundamental that we stick to the Memorandum of Understanding which was signed when I was Secretary of State, because at the moment, amazingly, there's no statutory basis for it. And the 2 houses of the Dáil came up and said this was an absolute priority for them, and I would agree. So when you talk about a UK solution, sorting out how we continue all the benefits of our very, very close relationship with the Republic of Ireland are fundamental to that, as is the trading arrangement between trade and goods. And this idea that we're going to put up barriers on the road south of Newry, and that is real 19th century sort of highwayman thinking. So we're going to have men in three-cornered hats and big wooden gates. And this is so out of date and so out of touch with how modern trade works.
Right, chap in the second row.